And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hey, you got three down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Underneath for Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Sparks. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Sparks dumps it off to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Sparks. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second down, Mayfield. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Sparks finding Green complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw. Sparks to Mixon on the check down. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sparks throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Sparks. Going deep downfield for Ron. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Gun! 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 Hot!
Looking to throw. Sparks going up top. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And some room to work. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Three down. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
36. Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to throw. Sparks. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Sparks. That is caught at the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a run with Mixon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Detroit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Over.
Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals have recovered it. He had gained really good It's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Sparks. Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looking to throw. Sparks. And a Green with a catch left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Sparks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield now. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's Njoku over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Detroit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dumps it off to Mixon, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, got three down. Detroit!
Off play action. Sparks. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over, and that's caught inside the 35. Tyler Eifert, and he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Gone!
Back to throw. Sparks. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Watch it now, Barney!
Off the play fake. Sparks. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Sparks buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan base. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bengals getting set to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense. Late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.